struggle to have access to these items on a day-to-day basis. In other parts of the world, having them is considered a privilege. Imagine walking hours every day in search of water, a basic human necessity, missing school and work to ensure that you and your family can survive. Walking without even knowing that if there is an end result. This is the reality of not only adults, but also children, probably as young as 3 years old. Every water well we visited had several little kids holding their little water jugs. Imagine at that age, or even now, you have to worry about getting a basic life-sustaining need, such as water. Those who weren't provided with an opportunity to get an education have the opportunity to study in Helping Hands Skills Development Center in Nairobi, which offers 3 different classes: henna, tailoring, and basic computer skills. One of the students I met presented us with what he learned. Through a PowerPoint presentation, he explained to us how to navigate PowerPoint. His teacher also shared with us that one of his students that graduated opened his own cyber shop in this town and is now utilizing the skills he learned to teach others. The commitment those students have to uplift their own communities is so strong that it motivates them to sit through 3 to 5 hours of class daily, while we fall asleep after an hour in lecture. We also visited a village in Kilifi that is unsuitable for water wells. The village consisted of around 346 people. The closest water well is about a 2 to 3 hour walk. Imagine walking to and from with water jugs that weigh about 5 gallons. Personally, I could barely lift one off the ground, while these women would carry the jugs on their heads. Whenever possible, Helping Hands offers water and supplies. While we were there, I was speaking to one of the older women, and I wanted to help her carry the food back to her house. And she replied saying that her house was so far, you couldn't even see it. When we were leaving, I was thinking about what it must be like for these people to watch that water and food truck leave, not knowing when's the next time it'll come back. We met some of the purest, most beautiful people who taught me to have faith that everything happens for a reason. They displayed such inspiring amounts of faith, ambition, and strength, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I have so many stories I can honestly talk about it for hours, but I just hope that I've given you an idea of how life-changing that trip was. I just wanted to leave you guys with one last thing. It's that collectively we can make a difference. We might not be able to put an end to world hunger, the refugee crisis, or worldwide poverty, but understand this, our actions today undoubtedly impact the world tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Wait.
Black info, you got something to add? Oh, let's do it. What is your name, sir?
Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. All right. Just making sure you guys are not sleeping. Peace be upon you all. My name is Isam Nabitri. I'm the humble servant with Helping Hand for Relief and Development. My amazing co-worker Yasmin is in the back taking a video. And Khadija is one of our volunteers. Please give them a huge round of applause for the whole great work that they do. Also give a big round of applause for the MSA, SDSU for putting this together for you guys tonight and for the whole week of Muslim Awareness Week. And for our non-Muslim friends and family members and staff and whoever is been able to benefit, I hope that throughout this week and hopefully for the rest of the year, have learned about Muslims firsthand, not through CNN or Fox News, and that you have learned to appreciate, someone that you may have thought of differently. I was privileged and honored to just come back from Oaxaca, Mexico. Anyone of you been to Oaxaca, Mexico? Raise your hand. Anybody? Not even one? One person. All right. So you're gonna relate to what I'm gonna talk about in a second here. We want to help people in Oaxaca, Mexico, but they've actually helped us. Every time I walk into a campus, a university, whenever I usually go to use the restroom, I realized that my brothers are not flushing the restrooms. But I came back from Oaxaca, where people barely had water, and their bathrooms were cleaner than ours. Does that shock any one of you? We have abundance of water, we have abundance of food, we have so much blessings in this country, especially in San Diego. We're sitting right here outdoors, it feels like it's cold, but it's really not that cold compared to other places. Yet, we don't take the simplest effort to do the simplest things, such as keeping our bathrooms clean. And to me, that's a problem, especially in a place where we're getting educated, highly educated, because that shows lack of appreciation to our janitors, to the people who are gonna come and clean after us. As Muslims, we're reminded of compassion, of wanting for ourselves or for wanting for others what we want for ourselves. And when we went to Oaxaca to help people who are not necessarily Muslim, we found all these qualities in them. They invited us to their homes. They shared the very little food that they had with us. And they just welcomed us with so much hospitality and so much, I don't know how to explain it, warmth, genuine feeling of compassion for humanity. They lined up to receive food, laminated sheets to cover their roofs. They were not fighting over stuff. They only took what they needed, let alone they called the most needy person in their neighborhood to receive the stuff first. Is that how we deal with life in general here in the land of abundance? It was beautiful to see you guys tonight bring up some of our local issues of police brutality. Don't get me started on that. Racism, social injustice. And, we can snap all day long, but if we're not taking action, that snapping is not going to take us nowhere. We can speak all day long, but if we don't take action, that action is not going to take us anywhere. Some of our brothers, a couple of days ago, were kicked out of a Starbucks because they were black. But yet, I promise you, most of us are still enjoying that Starbucks coffee. Right or not right? True or not true? So action. God says, reminds us that, not God, but in the hadith, as Muslims, we believe in the Quran, we also believe in the hadith. We're reminded to always pray, to ask, to seek refuge in God from knowledge which does not benefit. I want to remind you guys, being highly educated people, seeking the highest level of education, to take your knowledge into action, to take your degrees into benefiting not only yourselves, but people around you. It was beautiful to hear from Khadija sharing her experience in Africa. A lot of my sisters here and brothers were probably born here, but their parents came from Africa. So that you guys know that struggle. Africa is the richest continent in the world, but yet it's the poorest country in the world because of poor leadership. Poor leadership that we have to deal with here today. So, I don't want to get into politics, but if something truly bothers you, do something about it. Take action. Don't just talk about it, don't just think about it, do something about it. There's a lot of people in our own neighborhoods that need help. There is nothing more humbling and educational than helping someone who needs help. Look for people that need help. There are a lot of people that need help, but they're just too prideful to ask for help. Look for those people, help them. Make it a daily chore in your daily life, besides studying, seeking a better life, seeking more money, to do something for others who are less privileged than you. We want to thank the MSA once again for allowing us to be part of this and joining you guys and sponsoring. And I want to remind you all that we have great programs in Helping Hand. There are youth programs, Youth for Africa. We have a Youth for Jordan coming up. You hear a lot about refugees being this and that. We welcome you to join us on a trip to meet refugees in Jordan, Syrian refugees mostly in Jordan, and see how amazing these people are. And see how these people don't actually want to come and live in America, They want to go back home to Syria and live and see how artistic they are, how talented they are, how driven they are, how compassionate they are. So if you need more information on our youth programs, especially the one coming up, please stop by and see Yasmin and Khadija. We have a table right over there that says Helping Hand, you can't miss it. Also, we have, through the UCSD MSA, there is a program tomorrow that will be dedicated to refugees from Africa, Myanmar. I don't know if you guys know, I'm wearing a shirt that says Refugee Relief Rohingya. Do you guys know the Rohingya Muslims? Very few of you do. Look it up. Most persecuted people in the world today are the Rohingya Muslims. It's very sad that we're portrayed in the media as terrorists, yet we Muslims are the most persecuted. So there will be a great event tomorrow at 7:30 at UCSD. Stop by our table again to get some more information about it. I want to leave you guys by saying, may God bless you, protect you and your families, and give you the best. And may God always guide us all to be mindful of those around us, close and far. And may God bless this nation to continue to be the best nation and inspiring other nations. Thank you so much.